Hello everyone and welcome to Africa Capital where we do analysis of major currencies including Euro USD, GBP USD, Euro CHF, CAD CHF, GBP CHF, among others. We also do analysis of gold and we are interested in knowing where the market is headed to. Today we are going to do the analysis of Euro USD where we are going to see where the market is headed to. Now we are going to do a top-down analysis from the monthly time frame where we can see the market has been reacting on this area of resistance that was stand support, and we can see that it has broken it upward, meaning that the market is in an uptrend. Now looking at the weekly, we can see that the market, after the formation of this double bottom pattern here, we saw that the market continued with a series of higher highs and higher lows. As we can see from this point, there is this low, as we can see from this point, there is this low and there is this high. We can see that it was broken by this low here and this high, and this high, which was then broken by this low and this high, after which we had this low and this high, which we are currently reacting from. We can see that the market is headed downwards, and we can see that it has reacted from this area of resistance and support, and we can see that once the market came to this area, it reacted upwards. From this point we can see that it pushed upward, it came back to the same zone and started pushing upwards. And right now, as we can see on the weekly time frame, we are almost forming an engulfing candlestick, indicating that the market is headed downward. If we finish this week with this candlestick being an engulfing, then we can continue expecting more downward movements. Now looking at the daily, we can see that the market has already started forming lower lows and lower highs. We can see that there is this high and this low, and then there is this high and this low. We can see this low here and this high, and we are expecting that once, since the market has already come to this area of this order block that acted as the source of this downward movement here, then we expect the market can also react from it and continue downwards. And as per last week, we expected that the market will come down from this point. And going to the 4 hours, we can see that the market reacted with a series of lower lows and lower highs. As from this point here, there is this downward trend, and we can see that from that point we had after reacting to that point, we can see that we had up to 144 pips of downward movements, and as per now the market is still moving downwards. After taking out all this liquidity, the market has taken out all this liquidity through this upward move that came on Friday after the fundamentals, and right now we are still headed downwards. I expect the currency to move more downwards. And looking at the 4 hours, or at the 1 hour, we can see that there was a formation of engulfing candlestick. For instance, this one is an engulfing candlestick. There is also this engulfing candlestick which acted as a source of the downward move. And we can also see that the market formed a fractal break of structure under the 1 hour time frame. We can see that here the market broke this low using this candlestick and formed this fractal high, and this fractal low which was then broken here. Now before the breaking of this low, we can see that the market had already confirmed a downtrend, considering that this is a high and this is a low, and then this is a lower high and this is a lower low. Therefore, we expected that once the market retraced to some extent, we could see some more downward momentum. Interestingly, there is this candlestick that is the engulfing, which should have acted as an entry for the downward movement, and we can see that the risk to reward ratio here is 20 pips, which would have resulted to a risk reward of 1:3. Then our target should have been 600 to 700 pips, which was the 60 to 70 pips, which was the case. And after reaching that, we can see that the market started reacting. Also, notably, we should have targeted this origin of the upward move here, upward, as our take profit, since it was the source of this imbalance here. And that is my analysis for the Euro USD. For any other trade that I will enter on the sell, for any other sell trade that I am supposed to enter, I will target the breaking of this support. I expect the market maybe to break that support downwards, and after breaking it, I expect a retest, and then after the retest, then we can have the continuation of the downtrend. But for this continuation here to come, I have to wait for the 1 hour fractal change, or the 4 hour engulfing, or the 1 hour engulfing to act as my signal for the continuation of the downtrend. Now that is my analysis, and it is something that we have been waiting for since a while back. For further analysis and more informed decisions, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we will be giving more and more analysis based on what we can see. Have a great day.